So our market has plenty of SUVs for you to choose from. So how do you decide which one to go for? Well, number one, you watch your car review on Mr. How Much. Here we have the MG. And I was thinking, what's the best way to get to know this car? And I thought, let's take it for a drive. So we went on a 900-kilometer drive in the MG HS. And to be honest, it exceeded my expectations. But before we get into it, let's have a quick history lesson. MG, which stands for Morris Garages, was originally a British brand. Yes, a British brand famous for sports cars. Now, a few years ago, MG was acquired by a Chinese company known as SAIC Motor, or as I like to call it, Psych Motor. Now, I brought up the history lesson to say this. Even though it's now a Chinese brand, the British heritage is still there. And Psych wants you to know this because they even mention it on their website. If you go to the website, it says, let me get my British accent on. Okay, mate, Chumba, British engineers, the vehicle's operation is filtered for a more comfortable ride and more precise steering. Would you like a cup of coffee? Okay, that last part is not there. I just throw it in there for vibes. I don't know what Matt Watson would think of my accent, but the point is, they are not lying because this car genuinely handles very well. It's a much better drive than most of the other Chinese cars I've driven. It is comfortable, it is well insulated, it is a proper product. Well done, MG. Well done. Now, in terms of power, this being a Chinese car, I'm sure you can guess what engine is in here. Yes, a 1.5-liter turbo petrol engine. It produces 125 kilowatts and 275 newton meters of torque, and for most day-to-day driving, it's enough. Even during the trip, I didn't struggle with overtaking. You just need to pace yourself and time it right. Coming back to the engine, it is paired with a 7-speed DCT transmission, and the claimed fuel consumption is 6.9 liters to the 100, but during the time I had it, I averaged around 8.5 liters to the 100. Now, when it comes to safety, this car has a 5-star safety rating. You get 7 airbags, adaptive cruise control, front collision warning, lane change assist, rear collision warning. Everything you need for the basic safety of you and your family is here. And the best part is, there are no optional extras. It all comes as standard. Now, the only thing I didn't like during my drive is this part of the steering wheel. It's reflective. You see that shiny silver part? It shines straight into your eyes if you are driving towards the sun, and they really need to change that. Now, before we take a look at the interior of the MG, please let me know in the comments below what you think of the design of its exterior. I personally think it looks nice, it looks clean, and for its price, I'm definitely not complaining. With that said, let's take a look at the interior. Starting with the seats. Now, considering I sat on these seats for over 9 hours, I can confirm they're very comfortable, electrically adjustable, and they're heated. Welcome to the interior of the MG HS. The build quality. Well done, MG. I mean, these screens are in place. Everything here is solid. Now, I've been in a lot of Chinese cars, and this one is honestly different. Like, the build quality is on point. The only thing I don't like is the fact that there are no dials for your air conditioning. So if you want to turn it on and off, you just press here. But if you want to properly control it, you have to press home. Then you come to climate, and then you press these buttons, which isn't ideal if you are driving. Now, you do get air vents. You have 2 USB ports. Now, I don't know if you noticed, this car doesn't have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you're not seeing any cables because we're using this USB thing that simulates wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have 2 cup holders. This is your gear stick. You also have wireless charging. And then over here, you have this interesting steering wheel. It's a flat bottom and a flat top steering wheel. It's leather, feels nice to hold. And just in front of it, you have a screen that shows all your driving information. Now, if you notice over there, there is this thing here that looks you in the eye, I think. It makes sure that your eyes are on the road. So if you're not focused, the car will beep at you. In fact, it beeps a lot, but you can always switch it off in the infotainment system. Just that it resets every time you switch off the car, then you have to switch it off again. But other than that, solid vehicle, man. Proper stuff. Well done, MG. Well done. And welcome to the back seat of the HS. There is space here. Your knees, your legs, the floor is flat. You could easily fit 3 people here without issues. You have rear air vents. You have 2 USB ports over here. There are no type C's in this vehicle. All you get is USB. And over here, you have a proper center armrest. Hey, this car is still new, guys. But yeah, with a slot for 2 cups. The only thing I would change in this car that I don't like is the roof lining. Normally, I wouldn't complain about it. But just looking at this one, I can see it's already dirty. So maybe a gray or a black color would suit this car better, especially since it's a family vehicle. But other than that, in terms of space, I have nothing to complain about. As for our boot, arise. Now, this being a family SUV, you're interested in the capacity. It has 507 liters. Now, in case of an emergency, you do get a spare wheel in the MG. That's how it should be. And to further illustrate its practicality, I bought a gas heater. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing now that spring and summer around the corner. But anyway, you get the idea. Wait for it. MG HS light bar. Now, before we get to our total cost of ownership, I'd just like to say, if you still haven't liked this video, please like. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. We are on the road to, I haven't figured it out yet, but please share this video on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram stories, on your Twitter. Let them know there's a Mr. How Much on YouTube. With that said, let's get to our total cost of ownership, which is powered by Hippo. Now, the starting price of the MG HS is 499,900 Rand. The model I have here is the luxury model, and it comes in at 534,900 Rand. Per month, you're looking at 10,181 Rand over 6 years at 11% interest, and a full tank of petrol will cost you 1,187 Rand. But of course, you can't just buy a new car and not get insurance for it. And if you do get insurance, I'm sure you want to save some money on it. And one of the ways to do that is with your monthly insurance premiums. To compare up to 12 different quotes, be sure to check out Hippo. I'll leave a link in the description and pin a comment in the comments below. With that said, the lowest premium I got was around 1,123 Rand, which would then bring my total cost of ownership to 12,491 Rand. Now, if you're still unsure about MG, they'd like to reassure you by offering you a 5-year, 90,000 kilometer service plan and a 7-year, 200,000 kilometer warranty. Now, because I'm your friend and I want you guys to have some extra money every month, here's a top tip. If you're not too fussy on a brand new car, you can actually save around 70,000 Rand on the demo models of these cars. I mean, at around 460,000 Rand, it's genuinely a bargain. You get a solid service plan, a solid warranty, it's a great runaround vehicle, it's safe, there's a lot going for it. Oh, did I mention? You also get a panoramic sunroof. Yeah, sunroofs are very important. In the comments, please let me know what you think of the MG HS. Would you buy one or would you buy something else? And for those of you who own an MG, please share your ownership experience in the comments below. And you'll be happy to know there is now a Chinese hatchback. Yeah, MG has launched a MG hatchback that'll be going for the price you're seeing on your screen. Hopefully I get an opportunity to review it, but I just wanted to let you know that it's here. And you know what else is here? Good news. We're nominated for the 2025 SASMA Awards. Thank you to everyone who nominated me. And for those of you who can, please vote for me on the SASMA website. I'll also leave a link in the description just to make things easier. And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.